Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to the best maps of 2018. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. I've reviewed over 300 maps this year and in general the standard of map making has been better than ever before. But now is the time for me to pick out what for me were my favourites from the year. I know the show is called The Best Of, but this isn't strictly an accurate description. Showcasing the best would simply mean just showing the maps with the most star ratings. But for me there's more to a map than the constituent star breakdown. Sometimes a map just pops, or jumps out and grabs you by surprise. It might be jaw-droppingly beautiful but unplayable, or it might be a very plain map that just begs you to start building. Over the course of the last 12 months, each time a map has truly grabbed me, I've added it to my best of the year shortlist. On retrospect, 2 or 3 of these maps were subsequently chalked off. The magic just didn't last. And others were crossed off for reasons that I'll cover in a moment. But that has still left me with a dozen maps to choose from, now we're at the end of December. Now I have some rules in making this final selection. 1. No matter how good I personally think St Catherine's Point is, it is automatically disqualified. I think we can all agree on that one. 2. To enable more map makers to be highlighted, in the shortlist it is strictly 1 map per creator. And 3. The final 6 maps have to be a broad mix, from realistic to fantasy, flat to mountainous, island to river valley, vanilla to ram killer, well you get the idea. There's very little point in me showing one gently sloping temperate coastal map after another. As the final shortlist is exactly 12 maps strong, I'm going to start each show with a top-down view of the unlucky 6 maps. Seriously, if I had to make this list again, I could find an argument for including almost any of the unsuccessful 6. Monday to Friday the maps will be showcased completely at random. This isn't a countdown, all of these maps are equals in my mind. However, on Saturday I will reveal my map of the year. Like last year's winner, Schwitz Alpine Valley, this map was the runaway winner in my eyes, but for completely different reasons from Carnador's splendid creation. Now before I crack on with the show, what is your map of the year? Which maps would be on your shortlist and do you agree with today's choices? Leave your opinion in the comments down below. Right, it's game time. Today's unsuccessful shortlisted map is Elena Falls by a Black Fire, as reviewed in What's Map 368. Definitely loved by you guys. I gave this 5 stars for gameplay potential, 4 for detail, but I found the aesthetics to be only worth 3. That said, its gameplay options forced it into the final dozen without any question. It has since been updated with Elena Falls 2, and while the effort is appreciated by me, the differences are subtle at best. So if you want gameplay on a non-ram killing fantasy map, Elena Falls might just be the one for you. Now on to the first of the best of 2018. Finally we've got there, 3 minutes in. Reviewed in What's Map 386. Dulas Morth for me is ecania's finest work. It scored 5 for aesthetics and gameplay, losing a star to some very minor detailing errors. Let's head down to map level and take a little trip down memory lane. Now while the show has been scripted up until this point, everything from now on in is just me oohing and ahhing, so be forewarned that there'll be lots of oohing and ahhing going on. Definitely ecania's best work. I mean, look at these mountains, look at the way they jut out from the flat, very workable build plane. This is one of the things with ecania's maps, you get used to this. You've got very flat build areas, making it very easy to be able to build something very simple without having to worry about hills. Here we've got some gentle slopes here, and then we've got another tier up here with the trees. And look at the mix of trees. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Just so you've got flat build plane, flat build plane, flat build plane even over here as well. All flat build plane. The theme, LUT, and visual settings on this map are just amazing, and I think for me the jaw-dropping part is not just the water, but look at the mountains and the way they just fade into the fog. It is stunning. Now, Ecania is the king of water. They've got such a grasp on water flow that some of the most intricate water systems are in Ecania's maps. You know, the waterfalls. I mean, look at this. Look at the colours in this water. Such planning to get the colours there. Okay, not the most dramatic of waterfalls there, but look at where the water is going now. We've got water separating into several different directions, and it's moving. Like here, we've got it moving through here, separating and going in two different directions here. It's really very cleverly done how the water flow has been maintained just from this one water source up here, from this river up here. Now, regulars to the show will know that a few weeks ago we reviewed one of Ecania's maps, and I grumbled about square fields and rectangular fields, and there was just like so many of them and didn't make any sense. However, on this map they are quite small and discreet, and they don't really take over the entire map. And for me, they don't actually detract too much from the map. I'm quite happy with these tiny little fields, little workable fields. And I was surprised when I came back that there was like no hedging around it, no foliage around it. It's just very, very simple. And you know what? I think it works better for being that way. We've got, I'm saying, yeah, if we have a look at the forest, let me move out of the fog. I'm leaving the fog on because these mountains work so well with the fog. I mean, look at that. Look at the distance, the way that we are fading out of the mountains. It's just stunning. The trees, the mix of foliage in the trees is just right, and the colours, the colour combinations are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. What we have with this map is plenty of build space. We've got mountains forcing you to separate things up, and we've got an intersection that takes up 30% of the start square. Arguably a reason for it not to be map of the year. One of a few reasons for it not to be map of the year is this intersection. First of all, it's amazing. It's absolutely freaking amazing. Look at it. I mean, it's just dreamy. But it does take up 30% along with the mountains and the river of your start square area. So you don't have an awful lot of space to actually start with if you're actually playing like vanilla rules. But all that said, it's really nice. There's one of these maps where it's kind of like prior to me retraining Ecania on their tunnel entrances, and it does dip away. I'm not going to make a big thing about it in this particular show, but yes, we have got tunnels that sort of like just drop off. If you wanted to fix that one, you can. It's very, very simple. Just start tapering in the rail into a cutting, and then it will enter that nice and smooth if you wanted to do that. But ignoring that, look at the detailing around these rocks here. It's just amazing. The whole map has a real amazing feel to it. Now, I'm not going to be able to find it now. I know I'm not going to be able to find it now, but there are somewhere, and I'm not talking about Sissy looking around here for some drowned trees. Yeah, here we go, some drowned trees here. These are deliberate, okay? I'm happy with this. I'm not grumbling about this. There is somewhere in a river, and I'll say I'm probably not going to be able to find it. I'm just going to swoop down on this river at random and see if I get lucky. But when I was just prepping for today's episode, I found some trees right up to their necks in water in one of these rivers that clearly were not meant to be. But like I say, chances of finding it now are so remote. I probably shouldn't even bother trying. Shouldn't bother wasting my time. But look at this. Even this. You've got this little vision going up here. And yes, I know the rail is a little bit too steep. Fantasy map, guys. Fantasy map. I'm actually more forgiving of the steepness of the rail there than I am of the tunnel entrances. I think the tunnel entrances is a bigger deal for me on this particular map. What else have we got going on? Yeah, water sources, completely, well, fantasy again, but I buy into this. It doesn't make any sense, but in the context of the map itself, it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Such great mountain work going on there. And then we've got more waterfalls going on down here. And just look at it, crystal blue. This is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes. Let's head over this way and have a look over this side of the map. We've got more detail work, rock detail work going on here. And so to see this particular rock asset being used well is a rare thing. This definitely works really well in this theme and in this isolated instance. Don't like seeing them used every 30 meters. That kind of draws away a little bit from the perfection. We have got there's the essential lighthouse. Careful, ship. There's a lighthouse here, ship. Ooh, look how close that comes. Yes. Okay. Maybe I should lose a second star for detail. Didn't hit the lighthouse though, did it? So okay, we'll forgive that. But yes, it's the beautiful lighthouse. My lighthouse fetish has been fed for the day. I'm not really a lighthouse fetishist, although there's something phallic about them, I guess. Yes, I think pretty much we've seen. We got a few more of these standing rocks again, but they, like I say, they do seem to work really well in the context of this map and the fantasy environment. Everything is just stunning with this map, and Ecania has just surpassed themselves with this. I don't know if they're going to ever get close to matching this again, but if they do, I will be oohing and ahhing over another Ecania map next year. So anyway, Dulas Morth, reviewed in what map? 368. If you want to go back and take a full look at all of the majesty of this particular map. I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the best of 2018. It won't be in the Ecania one. We've now seen Ecania. It won't be Blackfire because we have seen Blackfire as well in the unsuccessful shortlisted category there. But we have 2 more maps, and they're going to be good. You know they're going to be good ones. Join me tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. And thanks for subscribing. I'll see you very, very soon.